Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It's Monday the 8th of May and I'm Nigel Croft. In this video we'll be looking at the charts on two UK stocks, CRH, UK Irish, and Hurricane Energy. What we'll see is that both charts are positive. So, starting with Hurricane Energy, just make it bigger for you. And you can see that on Thursday we had a break up. I did have a video on this stock a couple of weeks ago. You can go back and look at that. We had this sideways consolidation. I had been expecting a further move upwards, which we've now had. We're now consolidating. The move on Thursday was far too strong. As you can see on the RSI, it took the stock to overbought territory, so it's natural that we're having this consolidation. However, the MACD have started to flash by, and there's lots of support that we're pulling back to. Today, the house broker, I understand, has come out and has got a price target of 130. House broker, it doesn't really mean a lot, but it just adds to the positive momentum. However, the shares are off today, but as I said, we're coming back to support. You can see that the uptrend in 20-day moving average, 58.55 is the first support, with the 50-day below there at 55.35. Looking at the longer term, and you can see here, we pushed into new high ground last week, a consolidation, perhaps a bit overbought, but that's indicative of solid momentum. MACD is just flatlining. Solid uptrend on this weekly, and you really would expect it to continue upwards. Looking at the short term, you can see that we got overextended and overbought with the move that we had on Thursday. We're now consolidating. We already have found support at this rising yellow line, which is the 24-hour moving average. Below there we've got the 54-hour moving average. MACD is still positive, and the RSI, even though it's cracked down, is still above the 50 level. So overall, it's still a positive picture. Looking at the support resistance levels on Hurricane, there's only one resistance, that's the all-time high, 67.9, with the support at the 50-day at 58.55, and then the 20-day 55 points, where it's 0.38, 0.35, around that level. Moving on to CRH, and on the daily, you can see that we had a good move up over the last 2 weeks. That's taken us above the resistance that was being created by these moving averages, which had created a lot of problems earlier in April. On the 5th of April, we pulled back down. We found support at the 200-day. We've now moved back above these moving averages. We've tested the downside. The sellers have been shaken out, and now we're going for the upside. The moving averages, we're going to get the 20 crossing the 50-day over the next couple of days as they're both rising, which is called a golden cross. That's a bullish formation, and that should give the push that's needed to push this into new high ground. You can see on the RSI we've got positive momentum. It's in an uptrend. It's above 50, 57.46. That's positive, and the MACD is positive as well. Any consolidation here will prove short-lived, and we should expect a further move into high ground. Looking at the weekly, and again you can see this. You can see the pattern that we had. We did have a short-term downtrend. That's been broken. The high that we had last week was above the high that we had at the start of March, so that's all positive. 20-week moving average giving support. RSI is above 50. Perhaps, no, I think it's broken the downtrend, which is good. MACD, although downtrending, downtracking, are the differential between them has now narrowed, and we would expect them to start signaling a buy very shortly as the short term moves above the long term after they flatlined. They are above zero, which is good. And looking at the short term, we've had a consolidation today. That's brought the stock down to the 24-hour moving average. The 50 is going to track up through the 200 over the next day or two, which is positive. You can see we've got support here around the 2850 level. RSI may be in a downtrend, but still above 50 at 54.14. MACD just starting to roll. So perhaps some short-term consolidation expected from the daily and from the 4-hour chart. But the picture does look good. And look, just going back to the daily, one would expect any consolidation, let the moving averages catch up, and then get the trampoline effect, hopefully, off the 20-day moving average. Looking at the support resistance levels you need to look at. Resistance 1, 29.50, and then 29.55. Those were the peaks that we had previously, with support at the 50-day 2807.6 and 2792.35. So this has been TA for traders looking at CRH and HUR Hurricane Energy on Monday the 8th of May. I hope you found the video of interest. If you did and you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel, please click subscribe. There's videos coming all the time, not only on equities but also on indices, stock indices, on commodities and on the Forex markets. So you get lots of videos if you'd know about them if you subscribed. Also, if you're on a bulletin board, and especially Hurricane Energy, I guess that you may be talking about that on the bulletin board, post this video. Let's get the message out there about TA for traders. Please remember that these videos are meant only for educational purposes, and they are my opinions only, and in no way are they meant as an investment recommendation. Please do read the disclaimer. I'll be back tomorrow. Goodbye.